Hello and welcome to my video. Today I swatched Mooncat's Cosmic Cowboy. Like usual, I'm starting with Cuticulus Sync Base Coat on my nail. You can see the polish is nice and smooth. There is a little hiccup as I try to go backwards and a hair sinks into the polish and I've got to reset it, but other than that, very nice to go on. Not the polish's fault, that's me. It doesn't look particularly great in one coat in my opinion, but it had better coverage than I expected, and I don't expect anybody's actually going to wear it in one coat anyway, so not a problem for a buildable polish. Now, I am using a little bit of sleight of hand here. I do clip out the footage of me cleaning up my nails with my brush, often because my nails curve heavily at the ends. I brush against my skin. I just go in with a brush with a little acetone and clean that up. Sometimes my cuticle line is just a little messy as well, and I just cut out that footage. If you did happen to want to see that, I can leave it in, but my default is to assume you're more interested in the polish than maybe my method to clean up. And I'm really enjoying that base color. I think of this as an ultramarine, and it is very saturated. This is not a nail polish for the shy, in my opinion. The flakes look predominantly pink and will flash over to gold and at very extreme angles or in darker lighting into green, but you often do not see that. And here is the second coat being applied. It looks more full and lush, and that base coat is really becoming pronounced. I feel like most are going to enjoy this one more in summer, but I'm not a seasonal wearer, so anytime I need a pick-me-up that looks like the color of the bright sky, this will be going on my nails. I will say the polish does make my hands look very pink. They are a bit pink in real life, so that's not terribly surprising, and I don't care. I really like this crelly. I am a bit surprised I do like this one so much because I don't often like crellys, but this one was a happy exception. I guess I'll have to explain my troubles with crellys in another video. I'm also not a person who's terribly fond of matte top coats. I always think they look so good on other people, and then I put one on and I'm like, oh. I just have that, oh, feeling about it. I'm just always sort of disappointed to look down at it. It's very strange, and I don't know why that is. So for that reason, I will not be matte top coating this one. So after 2 coats, I felt that it was okay, but I wanted to see what it looked like in 3 to see if it would be different, and I was glad that I did go in for that 3rd coat. It covered any tiny minor unevenness and made the polish look so much more poppy, so much more saturated. It did give me a few extra flakes, but really it was more about the saturation of the base coat. A peculiarity of mine is that when I do 3 coats of a polish, I only cap the tips on the first 2. On the 3rd one, I don't do that. I find sometimes it can add to extra buildup right at the edge of my nail, and it can kind of make the ends look kind of weird and lumpy. And I do not like that look. So for that 3rd coat, I don't cap the tip. That is definitely intentional. With this polish in particular, I felt that my thumb needed that 3rd coat, but my other fingers really didn't seem like they did. And you'll see when I get into the wiggle shots the differences between them. Maybe if you're like me and you have some pretty undeniable ridges in your nails, you might want to go in for that 3rd one just to avoid seeing those sort of deformations in the polish that your ridges cause that can kind of make a polish look, I don't want to say artificially uneven, but it does have that consequence, unfortunately, in many cases. I would say if you are a person who does not like to see any hint of nail line, wants a completely even look to the nail, you definitely want to go with 3. And here's shots of my nails in bright light, but not direct sunlight. And just after this, you'll see them in much darker lighting. So you can sort of see the differences in the flakes that I mentioned earlier. You'll be able to see a bit of that gold and that green. And don't be too startled by the change in the color of the base because it is in very low lighting. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Squirrely. Look at you go. Hi, Chippy. Oh, is that the good one? No, don't like that one? Oh, there you go.